Hello and welcome to today's movement flow. Today we're going to be doing an inversion focused yoga flow. So in terms of strength, this is going to work your upper body in the pushing dimension. We're talking shoulders or deltoids, triceps, a little bit of chest, that type of thing. It's also going to work your whole body muscular and proprioceptive coordination for those amazing yoga and calisthenics inversion skills. The difficulty level of this flow is sort of higher level beginner to lower level intermediate, but absolutely anyone of any skill level can do this flow and get something out of it. Enough chit chat, let's get started. We're going to start up by first just warming up the muscles involved in this flow a little bit, and we're gonna start with our shoulders and arms. So begin to just do some shoulder rolls. Really nice, big range of motion. Feel those muscles activating and any tension starting to wring itself out. Shoulder rolls backwards. And whenever you're ready, switch to rolling forwards. And reach up high. Deep breath in, lift those shoulders up high like you're trying to hang them off your ears like earrings. Hold, hold, hold. And lower it down, exhale. One more time, lift it up high, raise those shoulders up high. As high as you can, and exhale. All right, we're going to lean to the side a little bit, stretching our side body. And other side body. A quick twist, so let's twist over to one side, using our hand for leverage on our knee to twist our spine, and other side. Mine got some nice cracks there. Let's warm our neck up too a little bit while we're at it, so let's just do some gentle neck circles. And other side. Okay, meet me on hands and knees for cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly low and look forward, pulling your belly down as low to the ground as possible, shoulders down, chest forward and open. Exhale, reverse it, pull your belly button up high to the sky, shoulders rounded down, body hollowed out. And inhale, back to cow. And you can start adding some organic movement here of your own. Maybe some circles. I love these circles. Some side to side movements. I also love these. They really stretch out your delts. These ants will not leave me alone, I swear to God. Okay, now we're going to warm up our wrists a little bit by just leaning forward in our all fours position. So lean forward until you feel a nice stretch along the back of your arm and feel the muscle activation in the front of your wrist. And come back. Let's do it one more time. Lean forward. You can also go side to side a little bit like I do to get all dimensions of your wrist. And back it up. Let's flip our hands over and stretch the other way. So to stretch this way, you're gonna lean back a little bit. Feel that nice stretch. Not too much of a stretch here, just warming things up. And then flip them back over, but point your fingers back towards you and lean back again. Again, organic movement, stretching out wherever you feel the tension. All right. And that's it for our warm-up. We're gonna start our inversion practice in downward dog. So from your hands and knees, straighten your legs, put your toes and your heels together, and try to press your chest through your arms toward your legs, looking behind you. And in this position,
you want to think of your shoulders going up towards your ears, like we did in our warm-up, which is the most stable position for your shoulder to be in. And I want you to think about that position for your shoulders whenever you're doing inversions with straight arms. Okay, and now lift up on your toes, inhale and look forward, and exhale, just walk your feet up towards your hands at the top of your mat. When you get there, forward fold, let your torso go, and then bend your knees and slowly roll up to standing upright. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head, and exhale, hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Okay, so we are going to do a series of sun salutations, and we are going to be trying to put more and more of our weight over our hands as we hop forward and back to prepare us for our inversions. So the first time we're going to go really slow, and then we're going to speed things up a little bit as we get more comfortable. Inhale, reach your arms high overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, jump to chaturanga, try to hover. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips back to downward facing dog. Okay, so if you were watching, you might have seen me hover a little bit just before I jumped back to chaturanga. We're going to try and do that every single time, and we're going to try and do that again as we hop forward to the front of our mat. So inhale, lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, hop forward, try to hover as long as possible, and forward fold. Bend your knees, inhale, roll all the way up, reach up high. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands to heart center. Great job. We're going to do it a couple more times. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, jump and hover. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, hop and hover forward. Forward fold. Inhale, roll up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, a little faster. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, jump to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, jump. Forward fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down. One more time, nice and fast, feel the flow. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Amazing job. Now we're going to do one sun salutation. This is our very last one. We're actually going to do this one very, very slow. And I want you to do your very, very best to hover and lift your feet up with each hop for as long as possible. Maybe even extend into handstand or a little bit of a tuck handstand or pike handstand. If you're at that level, let's do this. Just try your best and go for it. Okay? Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, lift. Hover, hover, hover. And chaturanga. Upward facing dog on your inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up. Exhale, jump. Hold, hold, hold. And forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Awesome job. Let's give ourselves a little break. I want you to drop your hands and lower your chin to your chest, and then roll your torso slowly all the way down. And let it totally relax. Put your hands on the mat and just step your feet back to downward dog. Okay, take a moment out of downward dog if you want on your hands and knees while I explain to you what we're about to do, or keep holding your downward dog and stretching if you want to. So we're going to do the same hop forward that we've been doing in our sun salutations, but this time as we hop forward and do that little hover, we're going to try and tuck our feet into our body and let our feet extend through our arms to our L sit. Okay, so let's give it a try. Inhale, lift your heels, look forward. Bend your knees, exhale and jump. Pull your feet through to L sit, hold as long as you can, and relax. Did we make it? If not, don't worry. If you want to keep trying, pause the video and try a few more times, or just continue with me now, regardless of what happened. We're going to do a nice little forward fold to take a little break from all of the upper body work. Inhale, reach up high, and exhale, hinge at the hips, arch your lower back, and lean forward. As low as you can go. You don't have to keep hinging at the hips if you don't want. You can just relax and round your back if that feels better for you. But just relax forward into this stretch and enjoy for a moment or two. When you're ready, roll up. And we are going to attempt to reverse what we just did, jumping through to our L sit. So we're going to try to lift our feet up, tilt forward, and jump back to chaturanga, okay? Give it your best shot. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And again, feel free to pause and try a few times on your own time, but just do your best. So scooch forward a little bit on your mat so that you have room to jump all the way back. Plant your palms firmly on your mat. Push down into the mat to lift your hips off the ground. Lift your feet off the ground. Inhale, tilt back. Exhale, tuck them in and tilt forward. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, did we make it? However it went, I'm proud of you. So we're going to do a little handstand prep here where we switch from one leg to the other leg. So in your downward facing dog, walk your hands a little bit closer to your feet. This will make it a little bit easier for you. Start by raising your right leg up to the sky as high as you can, and don't worry about hip placement here. And we're going to inhale and lean forward, maybe go up on our toe a little bit, and exhale, jump over our hands, switch legs, and come down. We're gonna do that again. So inhale, lean forward over our hands, maybe go up on your toes on that bottom foot a little bit. Exhale, push weight into your hands, switch legs, and come back down, trying to hold as much as you can in the air. But you can also use some momentum, that will really help you. So let's do it a little bit faster with some momentum. And switch, and down, and switch, and down, and switch, and down, switch, and down. Maybe one more time. Let's try and hold for as long as possible. Inhale on our toes, look forward, exhale, switch, and down. One last time the other side. Inhale, lean forward, and switch, hold, and down. Let it go. Give yourself a little bit of time for the blood to leave your head. Okay, now if you need a moment here to rest, please take that moment. Otherwise, keep on going with me. Walk your hands further out, back into your downward dog, and lift your right leg high up to the sky again into that same position. And now we're going to go into our wild thing. So twist and begin to drop your foot down on the other side of your body, lifting your hips up high. Let that foot hit the ground. Let this arm come up. Reach up to the sky, pressing your hips toward the sky, letting your chest and your head open up and fall back. And twist back over. Put your hand back on the ground. Lift your foot in the air, and we're going to actually not set it down. We're going to keep twisting to the other side into our fallen triangle. So lift your foot off the ground. Keep it off the ground. Lift your other hand off the ground and hold here. And when you're ready, twist back over towards the mat. Reach your foot up toward the sky and relax it back down to meet the other foot. Other side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, twist and drop that foot over until it touches the ground. Lift your other arm up. Push your hips up. Open your chest. Let your head drop. And reverse it. Put your hand back on the ground. Keep twisting over to the other side. Keep your foot up if you can. Lift up your other hand and hold. And twist back toward the mat. Lift your foot up high. And let it drop back down to your downward dog. Awesome job. Again, take a rest whenever you need to. But if you're going to continue with me, inhale, look forward and lift up onto your toes. And then exhale and walk your feet all the way toward your hands at the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Okay. Now we are going to practice our crow pose. So make sure that your hands are a little bit in front of your feet, a little bit wider than shoulder width. Your pointer finger should be pointed straight forward. So that's going to mean your hands are turned slightly outward, and widen your feet to match the width of your hands. Now lift up on your toes, bend your knees, and find a contact point between your knee and your tricep that feels nice and solid. So nothing too close to the inside or the outside. Wherever distance you feel closer to your elbows or closer to your shoulders, that feels good. For me, it's somewhere in the middle. So find that contact point, and now we're just going to shift back and forth and see if we can shift more of our weight over our hands. Maybe just rocking back and forth and lifting our toes up a little bit. Seeing how long we can hold. And if you're ready and able, we're gonna go into our full crow pose by leaning all the way forward and lifting our feet all the way up. And when you're here, push down into the mat with your hands. Push your shoulders down and your shoulder blades away from each other. Push your elbows slightly inward toward the sides of your rib cage and hold as long as you can. It's okay if you have to come in and out and take breaks. And when you're ready, we're gonna jump back to chaturanga. Ready? 3, 2, 1, jump. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Awesome job, everyone. Now, if you're up for a challenge, we're going to try a little bit of a transition from crow pose. If you're not up for the challenge, just practice crow pose again with us to the best of your ability. So you're going to walk your feet toward your hands one more time and set up just like we did before for crow pose. From our crow pose, we are going to try to go into Titi-Basana, which is Firefly pose. So set up for your crow pose just like before. Make that nice contact point, then shift forward all the way into crow. Now we're going to attempt to straighten our legs and lean forward into firefly pose and straighten our arms. Hold here if you can. Again, feel free to pause and try this movement as many times as you want. And then back to chaturanga in 3, 2, 1, lean forward. And inhale, upward facing dog. That was a crazy sound I made. Exhale, downward facing dog. And relax. Whew. Give yourself a moment. Our last inversion for today is going to be a headstand. So I'm going to do this one facing horizontally on my mat so you can see what my legs are doing. But feel free to do it in whatever orientation works for you. So I'm gonna show you this setup from the side first, and then I'm going to move into the horizontal position. So you're going to set up with the crown of your head on the ground, and you're going to take your fingers, interweave them into this basket, and put them just behind the crown of your head for some support, like this. So your whole forearm should be on the ground, and your elbows should be pointing backwards for stability. It should look like this. I'm gonna go ahead and turn around for you. So go ahead and get into your headstand. And you can start out in a little pike with your toes barely on the ground, or in a tuck headstand position. And just gain some stability here, pushing down into the mat with your forearms so that it takes some of the weight off of your head. And when you're ready, attempt to slowly straighten your legs over your head. Engage your core, engage your glutes. Think about your feet being placed directly over your hips and your hips directly over your head. So stacking your body in one long line. And if you can reach this position, we're going to practice some leg movements. So this is called mermaid legs. So you're going to turn your knees inward toward each other to start. Bend your knees like this, and then turn your knees outward, open them out, and straighten your legs. That's a very slowed down version of it. And then lift back up to a straight line. So try that again a little bit faster. Turn it in, bend your knees, turn it out, straighten your legs, and lift up. A little faster to make it look better. And up. In, out, straight, and up. A couple more times. In, out, straight, and up. In, out, straight, and up. And out to your straddle, if you can. Just hold here. Maybe try some side to sides, if that's here for you today. And on your own time, slowly and with control, lower, back down. All right. I bet you my face is so red right now. If you're a fellow red face haver after inversions, I feel you. It looks like I'm dying. I promise I'm not. It's just what happens when I go upside down. Okay, we're gonna finish off our practice with a nice little spinal decompression and then some stretches, and then we'll be done. So stand up and open your legs out to a comfortable open position. Inhale, look up. Exhale, tuck your chin and roll all the way down and let your spine just hang. So take your feet in or out to whatever position allows you to let your torso just hang from your hips. For me, because I'm a little bit more flexible, my feet are going to be closer together. If you are a little bit less flexible in the hamstrings, your feet will be farther apart. So just try and get to a place where your spine is hanging more or less straight down. Just relax. Shake your head gently, yes and no, to relieve that tension from your neck. The headstand probably put a little bit of compression in there, as well as throughout your whole spine. So just feel that release moving all the way up your spine, from your neck, through your chest and all the way up towards your hips. Maybe even sway back and forth a little bit if that feels good. Just hang out here and really seriously hang out until you feel like your spine has completely decompressed, because it's very important to decompress your spine after headstands. If you need to pause the video, again, please do. I'm feeling about ready to move on to our final stretches. So if you are too, go ahead and put your hands on the ground, bend your knees, and just come all the way down to a seated position. Whatever seated position feels comfortable for you, whether that's cross legs or sitting on your heels, whatever you like. So we're just gonna stretch out our neck a little bit. So lean one ear towards one shoulder. Use your hand to gently elongate that other side of your neck. Gentle, gentle. And then other side, other ear towards other shoulder. Use your other hand to just gently stretch that side of your neck. And then let your chin roll towards your chest and use both hands on the back of your head to just gently pull on your head and feel that lengthening sensation along the back of your head and neck, keeping your chest upright. And now just gently give it a few rolls. Release any remaining tension. Okay, let's stretch our arms. So cross one arm across your chest and use your other arm to pull it. I like to roll my arm up and down like this to get any angles I might have missed. Give your arms a few open and closed swings like this to stretch your pecs out a little bit. And other side, other shoulder, pull that arm across your chest. Roll it up and down like this if you so desire. All right, and now let's stretch our triceps. So reach one arm over your head, bend your elbow so you're trying to touch your other scapula. Then use your hand to grab your elbow and just pull it down, letting that whole side of your body and your tricep just lengthen. And other side. Grab onto your other elbow and gently pull. And we're going to end as we always do with one last reach up high. Inhale. And exhale, bring your palms together, hands all the way down to your heart, Anjali Mudra, and bow your head down in thankful gratitude to yourself for giving yourself this amazing time to move your body, strengthen your skills and your connection to yourself. And thank you, dear viewer, for tuning into this little flow with me. I hope you really liked it. Maybe you learned something. Maybe it was just a great opportunity for you to move your body a little bit, train some of those skills you've been wanting to work on. Let me know in the comments or in DMs or however you want to contact me. If you liked this, what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of, any feedback or questions, technique tips, anything you have, please let me know. I will be happy, more than happy to help you. Love and light. Namaste.